Peace and blessings, family. I'm your brother, the struggle I'll leave. Today we're going to decipher and decipher. Will you sit up at home and wait for that mystery God to bring you food? Basically, historically, the first law of nature, according to Messenger Elijah Muhammad, is self-preservation. What we see on these streets, for example, is our youth trying to survive, trying to compete. They understand that in nature is survival of the fittest. Know what I mean? So when you unfortunately see young boys out here with the nice cars, they got the girls, they got the jewelry, they got the houses, they got the whatever, the cash, they up in the clubs, they drinking the most expensive stuff, using, you know what I mean, they hustling or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? It's easy to say, just go ahead and get you a 9 to 5, go to school, do the right thing. You know what I mean? And of course, we all should strive to do the right thing. But the Bible teaches us that the soul is willing and flesh is weak. So human nature is, I mean, it's always looking for a more efficient way. It's always trying to build a better mousetrap, if you will. I mean, so it's unfortunate when you have a young boy that's able to hustle synthetic heroin on the streets, and he come up with $1,000, $10,000 in one day, and another brother trying to do the right thing, trying to, you know, stay beneath the radar. You know what I mean? He like, heck, man, I'm happy to get 500 to a stack a month. You know what I mean? You know, so it's like, it's tempting. Temptation is something. You know what I mean? That forbidden fruit has always been the atom, not just the Adam or the white race, but also the black nation's Achilles heel, if you will. You know what I mean? But what we have to keep in mind is the determined idea that the Bible teaches us that righteousness exalts a nation. You know what I mean? And being able to balance the spooky stuff from the righteous stuff is a constant struggle. That's what we call ma'at in antiquity. You know what I mean? That's what we call freedom, justice, and equality, or Islam is taught by Messenger Elijah Muhammad in this day and time. You know what I mean? We're trying to maintain that balance, let our good outweigh our bad, if you will. I mean, we're conscious that we can never live up 100% to the life-giving teachings of Elijah Muhammad. Them 26 restricted laws, eating 1 meal a day, a vegan meal, dry fasting, making prayer 5 times a day at a minimum, paying your zakat or your sadaqah, your charity. Now, I mean, we all fall short in some shape, form, or fashion. But the messenger teaches us in our lessons, judging us for Allah. If you must judge, let him judge himself. So there's a balance that we strike. I mean, our officer's manual teaches us that a good leader sees, but he doesn't seize, or she doesn't seize. You know what I mean? So we try to stay out of the private lives of the believers as much as possible, as much as practical. You know what I mean? Back in the early 1930s, they didn't have them type of liberations, that liberty. But as time went on, the messenger granted it. But in the early 30s, they used to literally inspect your house, inspect your drawers, inspect your bra, your hair, whatever, you know what I mean? But, you know, under the 14th Amendment, even under the devil, you had a right to privacy. You had a right to be secure in your person against unlawful searches and seizures. That includes the Nation of Islam search procedure, you know what I mean? So we try to be practical, you know what I mean? We don't become extremists when we do this. So we don't x-ray your whole body, you know what I mean? We don't check cavities, we don't check inside the shoes and all that kind of technology. We try to be respectful because we understand it's psychological. We understand that you know, the message is that there's an effect for any cause. So you make the wrong move, you're gonna get the wrong response. You make the right move, you're gonna get the right response. You know what I mean? God deals in peace, truth, freedom, justice, and equality. You know what I mean? So I just want y'all to stay focused on the life-giving teachings of Elijah Muhammad and be real with yourself. You know what I mean? Don't expect perfection. There's nothing perfect in this entire universe. I don't care if it's from the microcosm of an atom to the macrocosm of a star. You'll see that it has black spots. There's flaws on the sun. There's flaws on every star. There's earthquakes, there's cracks and fissures and wrinkles on every planet, on every moon, on every atom. That's just the nature of the universe. Peace and blessings, family. The struggle continues.